Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers under 3rd-year coach Anthony Lynn. They'll be led out by the former Texas Tech Red Raider. At quarterback, it's Nick Shimonek. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Shimonek. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. They're throwing here. Shimonek. It's hauled in here by Edmond. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That's on the rookie Dalton Reisner. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Shemenek. That's caught by Penny. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Shemenek, he's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Shemenek to throw it. Looking for Inman deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A quick pass out to Juju. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. That's a gain of 3.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. James has got it, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go.
Shemenek. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Block 54. Block 54.
The number's foreign from a week ago. 3 catches, 67 yards. Now Rashad Penny.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Shimonik looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Shadow.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Brady now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Brady to throw again. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Full start offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Wait, set. Fly, 20. Drop deep, drop deep. Watch tight end. Hey, 72.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Just watch 88.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Extra score, Chiefs 14.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Get it.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
On the ready. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Rip right. There go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Shimanek. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott.
The 3rd down pass.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 93 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
The third down pass. Intended for number 15. Incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That'll be caught by Cup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the 30 on 2nd down. Brady, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5.
Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Shimanek. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Shimanek. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They're throwing here. Shimanek. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
I got you, punk.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
1st and 10.
Brady now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. They get that one on the left tackle, Russell Okung. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Shimonik to throw it, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
It really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either one, either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Penny. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw, Shimonik. They set up the screen to Penny. Breaks a tackle.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Double time, double time. Everyone go four down.
On third down, Penny. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed completed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Come.
The 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Shimonek. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
It's just me. It's just mine.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
Brings up second and 3.
All day, every day.
Now it's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready, break.
A loss of 2.
Watch the run.
Brings up third down and 6.
Shoot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Miles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game.
72.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Shimonek escaping the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
60 outlaws.
We got 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Penny on the counter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, it's Penny. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Check Mike 54.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Shimonek. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. And
he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Saquon Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gain on the play. That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Brady, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Brady to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come on, baby.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wait, that 53!
59. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Alert!
On 1st down, Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
No gain on the play.
Hey, check.
2nd and 10.
50.
Again, it's Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
72.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
First down.
Hey, 66.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the run, it's Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Shimanek. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady. And a quick throw here that's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 60 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
12 yards on the return that time. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Barkley, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. Brady now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Regular.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Man, I got you.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Let's go out. No, 66.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.